Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something that I think is one of the most powerful tools in a parent's toolkit. We're diving into understanding your child's love language.
It often starts with this feeling, a feeling I bet a lot of you out there have had. You feel like you're doing absolutely everything for your child, giving it your all. And then you hear it. Those words that just sink your heart. You don't understand me. Ugh, it's such a frustrating feeling, right? That sense of disconnect. And this really gets to the core of what we're talking about today. Here's the truth. Love isn't just about what we give. It's about what they receive. It's all about their perception. So that's where the disconnect happens. It's never about how much we love our kids, right? We love them a ton. It's all about the how. It's about the delivery. This whole idea comes from the concept of love languages, which was developed by Dr. Gary Chapman. And it's actually a pretty simple idea, but it's really profound. It's that we all give and receive love in different ways, through different channels. So the framework has these 5 main languages. And look, your child probably appreciates all of them to some extent, but usually there's 1, maybe 2 that are their primary language. That's the one that really fills up what we call their emotional tank and makes them feel totally loved and secure. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's decode these 5 languages. We're going to look at what love actually looks and sounds like to your child. Honestly, this is where it all starts to click. All right, first on the list, words of affirmation. For some kids, words are, well, they're everything. So these are the kids who just light up when they hear things like, I'm so proud of you, or wow, you did an amazing job on that. They just blossom with encouragement. But the flip side is that criticism can be super hurtful to them. So a little tip for parents, try to make appreciation a daily thing. Point out the little stuff. It goes a long way. Okay, number 2 is quality time. And this one can get a little tricky in our super busy world. For a child whose love language is quality time, your full, undivided attention is like the best gift you could ever give them. And I don't just mean being in the same room while you're on your phone. I mean focus time, playing a game together, talking without any distractions. If your kid is always saying, play with me, that's a huge, huge clue. And here's the great part. It doesn't have to be hours. Even just 15 minutes of focused, phone-free time every day can totally change your connection.
Next up, number 3, acts of service. You've heard the saying, actions speak louder than words? Well, for these kids, that is 100% true.
They feel loved when you do things for them. Like helping them with a tough homework problem, or fixing their favorite toy that just broke, or even just making them their favorite meal. It's those little and big, helpful things you do that scream, I love you, and show them they really, really matter. All right, language number 4 is physical touch. And this is such a basic human way we all connect, right? For a child with this love language, they need those hugs, those cuddles, a pat on the back. That physical connection is what makes them feel safe and emotionally secure. If your kid is just a natural-born cuddler, this is probably their language. And seriously, a little tip, never underestimate the power of a good, long hug, especially when they've had a rough day. And last but not least, number 5, receiving gifts. Okay, now hold on, because this one gets a bad rap sometimes. It's often misunderstood. This is not about being materialistic or wanting expensive stuff. Not at all. For these kids, it's all about the thought behind it. The gift is a symbol. Think about it. A little flower you picked for them, a cool-looking rock you found, or their favorite snack you bought just for them. These are tangible things they can hold that say, I was thinking of you. Little, thoughtful surprises are what really fills their emotional cup. Okay, so now we know the 5 languages. The big question is, how in the world do you figure out which one is your kid's? Well, it's time to put on your detective hat. Here are 3 really simple ways to do it. First, just watch and listen. What do they ask for the most? Are they always saying, watch this? That might be words of affirmation. Play with me. Quality time. Second, notice how they show love to you. Kids usually give love in the way they want to get it. So if they're always giving you little gifts they made, that's a clue. And third, think about what hurts them the most. Does a harsh word just crush them, or does a broken promise feel like the end of the world? These are all clues. So, why does all of this matter so much? I mean, this isn't just some neat little parenting hack. This gets to the heart of connection. Learning to speak their language can literally change everything. I want you to really think about this quote. Many behavior problems are actually connection problems. Wow. Think about that. So many times we jump to correcting a behavior when what's really going on is that our child is feeling disconnected. This is what that mindset shift looks like. We go from seeing a behavior problem and thinking, ugh, my kid is being so bad, to seeing a connection problem and thinking, maybe my child's emotional tank is empty. And that simple shift changes everything. We stop focusing on correction and start focusing on connection. So, what's the big takeaway here? Look, parenting is not about being perfect. We're all going to mess up. It's about being present. It's about paying attention. And it's about being willing to learn how to connect with our kids in the way they need. Because really, at the end of the day, when you strip it all back, every kid is basically asking one simple question. Do you see me? Do you really see me? And when we learn their love language, when we speak it to them, our answer to that question becomes a huge, loud yes. And that's a game changer.